Alright, good morning everybody. It's your boy Akeem. Welcome to today's third blog. Here to give you another scout report headed towards the 2015 NFL Draft. For this blog, I'm here to talk about a very productive receiver Justin Hardy coming out of East Carolina. Now he's coming off of a great career. Now he's actually from North Carolina and decided to actually walk on to East Carolina. He only received one scholarship offer coming out of high school, and that is from Division II Fayetteville State. Now he had a good career as a receiver as an underclassman, but then he became a quarterback as a senior, and that's why he hasn't really received too much recruiting recognition coming out of high school. But then he decided to walk on and play for the Pirates, and he had one of the most productive careers in college football history. He actually broke the record for most receptions in a career with 387, with just under 4,600 yards receiving in his career, third all time. He had a great career. Now it's time to talk about some strengths and weaknesses. First, his strengths. Now I mentioned the 387 receptions. That shows he has good ball skills to get to the football and get open. He always finds the way to get open. That is a great strength that you do want your receiver to have. Now I think he will be a good fit as an inside receiver, to be in between the tackles and also be in the middle, to be catch passes underneath and give you some good yardage after catch, some quick 3 or 4 yards after the catch. I think he could be a good underneath receiver, kind of like Wes Welker did for the New England Patriots. I think he could be a great fit. Now he is 6 foot, 188 pounds. A little bit as far as his height, it's between 5'10" and 6 foot. I'm having a hard time getting the exact amount. I've been seeing different measurements, so I'm going to say 6 foot, 188 pounds. And he is a willing blocker. He is a team player. He's shown that playing as a walk-on for East Carolina. He even is willing to block for you and be a good all-around player. I think he can even be used in special teams as far as a special team player in tackling, and even be used as a gunner in punt return, or even used in kickoff to cover the football. I think he could be a great addition for any team at the next level. Now he does have some weaknesses though. Even though he does a pretty good job luring his defenders in his patterns and getting open sometimes, he sometimes lacks the separation skills as far as them being more physical. He kind of lacks a little bit of strength. He only had 11 reps at 225 pounds. Now, I did mention that he is a willing blocker, but he possibly has a hard time. He doesn't really have the strength to block, even though he is willing to block, but he doesn't really have the strength. And even using separation and arm separation, he doesn't really have the strength to push you off, so he might have a hard time fighting off his opponents. Now, a couple other weaknesses that he does have is that he doesn't really have the ideal speed that you want your receiver to have. He did run a 4.57 40, which is not bad, but you just wish he was just a little bit faster. But like I said before, he does find a way to get open. And one last weakness that I have noticed during his play is that he had a lot of targets in his career, from 15 to 20 targets per game. That is part of the reason why his productivity was so high, is that he received so much recognition from quarterback Shane Carter for the past seasons, and getting between those 15 and 20 targets per game. That's why he had so many receptions. So that's one thing that you need to keep in mind, because the reason why I'm bringing this up is because during Senior Bowl week and in the Senior Bowl matchup, there was a lot of balls on the ground which he couldn't get to. So that's a little bit of a concern for me. But I think he could be a good number 2 or number 3 receiver for any team in the National Football League, and I have him actually projected in the late 3rd round of this year's draft. Now, the next time I'm going to catch you guys will be just a little bit in a couple of seconds. I'm going to give you a couple more scout reports for today. Thank you for watching this blog. I'm your man, Akeem McCall. Be easy.